Good day, my friends. How are you doing? I hope everyone is doing absolutely fantastic and feeling groovy. How is everyone doing? We have 10 people here. We got Mr. Toe of the Joe. Kirk is here. Loretta is here. Maria Parkinson is here. And that's actually all I see so far. So, welcome everybody there's David. Good morning to you. Oh, well, I've been better, but I'll be all right. I'm still learning every day, right? I'm learning every day. There's lots to learn. So this is going to be a fairly short live stream because I'm late, obviously. Wasn't here at 8 o'clock like I'm supposed to be because, the Lord had some information for me, and here we are again. Hello, Jim. Hello, Sueda. Unaverage Joe. So we're going to wait till a few more people come. We're going to talk directly to those who are waiting on a spouse. Mr. Never Drown. Well, that's good. Never drown. I'm Mr. Never Get Shot. that's my name, Mr. Never Get Shot. Hoping I never do. Vanessa Martin, good morning, Mr. Buzz. Your deleted titles the past few days were definitely messages to confirm things for me. Well, there's reasons that I deleted those that you probably wouldn't understand, but I'm not sure what it confirmed for you, but if it did help you some way, good. I'm glad it was helpful. The ones on the street, I usually delete all the ones that I can't monetize. And I can't monetize hardly any of them on the street because I go into a store or a restaurant and they play music. And as soon as they do, as soon as music is played in the live stream, that's it. The monetization is gone, right? So I usually delete those anyway. And plus, we had troll fests, and we just had some terrible luck out on the street while I was streaming. So I just take those down. I leave the ones up that go fairly smoothly, that I think somebody might, gain something from watching them. But if I think they don't have any real benefit, I just take them down. There's no sense leaving them up. So there's Daniel Kirk. Is as a TI, I realize there's no such thing as a TI, first of all. That's not true, but we're not going to get into that argument again. But on average, Joe, there's no such thing as a targeted individual. That's a false concept that does not exist. You're not targeted. You're being gang stalked because of something you're doing yourself. And I'm not even going to bother trying to explain that to you because you probably won't listen. Okay, so I have this argument so often and it's pointless. People won't listen. They want to insist they're victims, and then therefore they remain victims for years and years, and they never get away from it. I met somebody recently who was a TI for over 20 years because they will not listen. So, Rebel Metal Cully, good to see you. Here's Johnny. And I'm doing great there, Sharon. I hope you are as well. We got 31 people. We need a few more before I start here. I want to get as many people here as possible before I... Alana, I don't know if I said hello to you, so hello to you too. There's Jag. I think I missed you. Try to greet everybody as they come in. Got to do some polls today. Well, I probably will once we get a few more people here. It's only 29 people here, so We're struggling to get some attendance here again today. Hopefully that'll change. Give us some of that smashery, might help a little bit. YouTube doesn't like live streams that nobody smashes. If you don't smash the like button, YouTube says, oh, nobody likes this one. And it won't send it around. Plus, it's not giving people notifications for some weird reason. Yeah, there's a lot more to that on Average Joe. It's a very, very simple matter. Yeah, it's a very simple matter that ends the minute you get things right in the spirit realm. It stops cold, just like that. Okay, that's the part everybody misses. So you can make documents about it, and you can talk about it, and yes, it happens in the physical realm. That's where we dwell. We dwell in the physical realm. But there's a spirit realm that governs every last thing that happens here. There's nothing in the physical realm that isn't governed by the spiritual realm. Okay, everything is. So whatever's taken place, it's the reap what you sow thing. Okay, it's totally the reap what you sow concept. So 34 people. Slow going. There's Donna. Good morning, Donna. Peace when I'm here. RC, nice to see you. Very nice to see you. We need some more people to show up so I can get started. Come on, folks. Where's everybody at today? This is an important message I want everyone to hear. I really want everyone to hear this. Who needs to hear it? Because this is going to be crucial to your mental well-being. Jerry, I emailed you. Yeah, I think I saw an email come in there a little bit ago, Chris. Thank you very much. We will schedule one, my friend. You know I'm there for you. Barb Priestley. Believe in Jesus Christ. Don't stop believing in that. It's daughter of the King, Dimitri Grace. Some people I haven't seen in a while. So nice to have you back. There's Daniel. Thank you, Daniel. I like this blue color. I tried to get a shirt that matched the actual blue color. I couldn't find one the same shade. And when people see this on camera, they think this is my black jacket, but it's not. This one is blue. Sharon, you're one of the people that really needs to hear this, because I know you are waiting for somebody. I know that. So in a nutshell, I'll begin by saying, most of you know, somebody walked into my life a few days ago. Well, the Lord put the stop to it already. He, and it's not because I don't like this person at all. That's nothing to do with it. I like this person so much that, I couldn't even describe how much I liked her, and still do. She's, that's not the problem. But the Lord gave me a dream last night and said no, plain and simple. And this is the fourth time. Okay, this is number 4. That the first one, I'll be honest, the first one I ignored the Lord completely. Don't do that. I ignored him, and it went for 2 months or whatever. And then it was really hard because it had already gone for 2 months. But I ignored him. The second one, that only went for 6 days, I think it was. And he gave me a dream, which I didn't ignore. I knew right away, as soon as he gave me the dream, it was over. And it was, indeed. The third one didn't even get off the ground. The third one was just a thought between me and somebody. And through mine and her cats, the Lord spoke to both of us and said, no, put the kibosh to that. So we obeyed, and we just forgot the idea. And then a few days ago, number 4. And the Lord gave me a dream last night and said, no. So number 4. So this is why I'm having this live stream, to talk about this. Yes, Rebecca, yes. The Lord said no. Now, the main point I want to get across here is, if you meet somebody, okay, you can entertain the idea, but you got to go right to God right away and say, is this the one you sent? Have you sent this? Have you ordained this? Is this what you want? And he will let you know pretty quick. Okay, he will let you know real quick. And you need to obey. You need to obey, plain and simple. Do not ignore what he says just because it still looks good to you and you want to keep going. Don't do that. Okay, don't do that. So I woke up from that dream. No, you don't have to have discernment. You have to ask the Lord. You have to ask God. He will tell you flat out. Okay, you don't lean on your own understanding with this. Ask God, did you bring this person? Is this the person you want me to be with? It won't be long, and he will tell you. Okay, he will tell you. So take it to God. That is my whole point here. That's why I'm having this stream. Okay. Cully, that's not for you to say. That's not for you to say at all. Okay. So you can keep those opinions to yourself. That's not for you to decide if someone needs a woman or not, right? Maybe you don't, maybe someone else does. That's not for you to say. What I'm saying is, let the Lord tell you if the one that's in front of you is the right one. Okay? If it's not, he'll tell you, and you must obey instantly. Now, I'm grateful that he didn't let this go far and put the stop to it right away. Okay? So for that, I'm grateful. It didn't go anywhere. He gave me a dream one time about I was spilling paint on wood surfaces, and I had to clean it up. And the whole point of the dream was that I could clean it up quickly before it's soaked in. That's the time to clean it up. Don't let it soak in. Clean it up immediately, and then you can wipe it up, and there's no stains. Okay? Yes, the minute you meet somebody that you could have interest in, ask right away. Ask right away. Oh, yeah, we both said right at the beginning, if the Lord says no, the answer is no. And the answer is no. So that's it. There's no argument about it. There's no defying it. There's no disobeying it. The answer is no. And it came from the supreme authority. So what are you going to do? Go against that? I don't recommend it. I don't recommend it. So disappointing, yes, of course, especially 4 times in a row. So this is the other thing I want to tell you. This could happen to you several times. Okay? And it's going to look good to you. You're going to think, wow, this is great. No, that's not true either, daughter of the king. That is not correct. That's not correct. The Lord generally brings, in my experience, the Lord brings the woman to the man somehow. Okay, so what you're saying is not true. You can't just blanket it and say, if the woman shows interest first, it's bad. That's not right at all. That's completely wrong. So don't listen to that, folks. If the woman is the first one to approach, if that's the way God wants it to be, then that's the way it is. The only thing you go by is God, not the situation. That's leaning on your own understanding. Okay, that's leaning on your own understanding. I think that women who approach the man, that's bad. That's leaning on your own understanding. Don't do that. Don't do that. Take it to God. He'll let you know. He's not going to let it go very far. He's going to put the kibosh to it. Same thing, Dimitri. God put the kibosh to it. He's put the kibosh to 4 for me already. Okay? 4 times. So it could happen over and over. That's what I'm trying to warn everybody of. So I'm better at it now, obviously. The first one, I ignored them. That's the wrong thing to do. Okay? Of a new crush I seen recently. I didn't tell you she was the one. I said, and I know I said this, that it was in God's hands, and we were waiting to see if the answer was yes or no. That's what I said. I did not say she was the one. I said I hoped she was the one. Okay? I did not say she was the one. So how could I interpret that, Cully? I have no clue how to interpret that. Right? I don't know. They could keep coming one after another. There could be 10 of them. I don't know. But all I'm telling you is ask him. If you're looking for a spouse, you're waiting on a spouse, you've been praying for a spouse. Denzel Most talked about this in a video one day. He said, don't expect the first one to be the one. Probably not even the second or third one. He did say this in a video. He said, they'll come around and they'll seem so good, but they're not the one. They're not the one. Okay? You've got to let God let you know. Maybe, Chris, but maybe it's a witch in the church. How would you know? How would you know? God knows. No matter who you meet, no matter where you meet them, no matter what the circumstances are, go to God. Go to God. That's the answer, always. Okay, that's the answer. So this is my warning to everybody. Just go to him. I'm better at it now. I ignored the first one. I didn't ignore the second, third, or fourth. I took his direction on all 3. Okay, now you're going to entertain the idea. You meet somebody, you like them, you have a lot in common, you're on the same page, right? Maybe you're like myself, I'm a musician. Well, so was she. I watched her play and sing, and it was amazing. There was an obvious connection. But then the Lord stepped in and said, which, as I say, is disappointing. But God knows. I don't. I don't know. He does. Right? He knows the answer. You got to know 3 times. There you go. I've had 4 now. So I'm not going to get into the dream. The dream was intense. Not going to get into that. But yeah, that's what I was looking for. It's funny you mentioned that. It's funny you mentioned that, Just the Poet. That's exactly what I'm looking for. That's exactly it. And one of my friends in Texas, her name is Natalie. She found it. I should find one of her videos and dump it here in the chat for you guys to see sometime. Friend of mine that I video called with her so often, man. We had so much fun. We were friends a few years ago. She wanted a spouse so badly, and she's a singer, and the best singer I've ever met. Actually, what a singer she is. She wanted a guitar playing husband so bad. Well, the Lord brought her one, and they're now married, and they're going around to different places playing worship music together, and they're so good. This guy is such a great guitar player and singer, and he writes his own stuff, and it's just beautiful to see. So it does happen, right? What Maria just said is right too. What you're looking for and what God wants you to have could be 2 different things. That is totally right. Okay. So I'm happy that I got better at this, because And then I can pass it on to you guys. That's not even, Cully, listen to yourself, man. Your comments, the last 3, I haven't been very impressed with. Nut jobs. That's not necessarily the case. 2 people can meet, and maybe the Lord just says, no, that's not the one I have for you. Calling them nut jobs. Like, what is that? That's not a very godly comment, dude. Not at all. As a matter of fact, I don't really think any of these women were nut jobs. That's not it. Okay, that's a negative comment that there's no need to make, right? That's no need to say that at all. You don't know these women. You never met any of them, right? God didn't come to me and say, that's a psycho, get rid of that quick. That's not the message. The message is always, no, this is not the one that I brought. This is not it. I did not arrange this. And I say, okay. Doesn't mean the person's a nut job, right? Thoughts on why, Tombot? Go to God. Go to God. That's the answer always. Go to God. Come to you. Well, of course they did, because how else am I going to meet one? How else am I going to meet one? Right? I don't meet women anywhere else but here. So of course they come to me. They watch me on YouTube. How else am I going to meet one? I don't meet them in real life. I don't leave the house other than to walk around and live stream. Okay, so unless some woman walks up to me and I meet her on the street, how else would I meet one? There is no way to. This is what I do all day. Okay, so never mind what Daughter of the King is saying about if a woman approaches a man, it's wrong. No, that is not the case at all. That is not the case. There's no way I don't have to vet people. The Lord does, Sueda. I don't have to vet them. That's what I'm saying. You don't have to vet them either. God does. You don't have, if you vet them yourself, you're probably going to get it wrong. Okay, I would have in this case. I gave it to God. A woman could approach a man, or a man could approach a woman. However God arranges it. Okay, if God arranges it, it could happen any way possible. There's no specific way it's going to happen. Right? Yes, it could be the woman approaching the man, for sure. That's ridiculous to think that the man has to be the one to approach, or it's no good. That's completely wrong. Definitely not. Having some guy come over at night, and also they're smoking meth. Well, Jeremy, you need to take that to God, but it sounds already some dude coming over to hang with her, and she's smoking meth. I think you got your own answer. No, that's right. That's right. This one, the last one, approached me to play worship music together. That's what she asked. Okay, so we did. We met, and then things went from there. But just because she was the one who approached me, that does not say anything. That does not say anything. There's been lots of women have approached me. Some of them I wasn't interested in at all. But of course it's going to happen. I'm on here talking to the public every day, right? So of course there's single women that see me on here and they email me and they want to meet me. It happens, right? But my point is, again, take it to God. Take it to God. Don't make men feel bad for vulnerability and honesty, which everyone truly wants. Thank you, Mr. Buzz, for being so groovy. Thank you, my dear. Should you start out as friends? I honestly, like I'm saying, if God arranges something, let's look at Kirsty and Josh. Okay? They met, they went on a date. The Lord gave me a dream that I told Kirsty about, which confirmed what she thought. They were married very quickly because the Lord arranged it. Okay? So again, just take it slow and you're leaning on your own understanding. Turn to God and get confirmation. If God says, I brought this one for you, this is your spouse, you don't have to question it anymore. Okay? There's the supreme authority. There's the supreme authority. Okay? There you go, Donna. She went to him and laid at his feet. It was a suggestion to marry her. It's right in the Bible. There you go. Okay? So God knows if he brought somebody for you, you ask him and he guarantees you yes. If it's no, he's going to tell you that too, I promise. The last 3 times, he's let me know. And he's let me know quickly before anything went far. So this is what I'm telling you. Go to God. Don't lean in your own understanding with this at all. You're going to get it wrong because you're going to want this person to be the one. But if they're not, they're not. Okay? He's the one who knows. So trust him, trust what he says, and obey him. Break up last week, and I've been leaning on God more than ever and felt that peace. God is all I need, but I trust him that he will provide. There you go. Michael Meredith, agree with that 100%. God knows what we want, and he may give it to you, and he may not. There's no way I can say if he's going to bring you somebody. I don't know. There's a lot of you here that's been praying for a spouse. The answer might be no. I have no idea. I don't think he just brings one to everybody that wants one, right? He says he has prepared things in advance. He knows. Surrender. Yes. Yes. That's why you trust God, Cully. That's why you trust God, right? Because you could be deceived by something the devil's doing. That's exactly what I'm saying. That's why you go to God and only trust what he tells you. That's the reason. Because, yes, of course, the devil's trying to deceive you. Of course he is. You know that. The heart feels good around. A lot of superficiality these days. But if God gives you the green light, thank you, Harriet. If God gives you the green light and you're sure it's from God, now you got to be sure. I know his dreams. He's given me so many of these now to, like I say, this is the 4th one. And well, it was actually 2 and 4. He gave me a dream to put the stop to. So I know what his dreams are like. He's given me other dreams too to tell me stuff. This one was clear. It was, I mean, I got to say, it was extremely disappointing. I woke up from that dream and I just went, oh, not again. Not again. But yeah, he didn't let it go anywhere. Oh, he made sure I knew what this one meant. Okay, there was no, if you don't remember the dream, then if God wants you to remember it, you will. Okay, if he's given you a very important emergency message, he will make sure you know it. Those other dreams, I don't know. I'm not a dream interpreter either. This one didn't need to be interpreted. This one was obvious what it meant. It's a big fat no. Okay, it's a big no. So there wasn't any question. I woke up from it, knowing what it meant. And I went right to my email and emailed her and said, God gave me a dream. The answer is no. As possible before starting, because I wanted people to hear the message, God's cue ball. I wanted as many people as possible to hear what I'm saying, right? I start my topic when there's 25 people, and then by the time I get 70 people, everybody's like, I missed what you said. Can you start over again? Right? I'd rather wait till people come in, then start the topic so more people can hear it. Well, that can be sometimes. Yes, repeating yourself is exhausting. Right? I started the topic at about 40 people. So I was going to go until 50 or 60, but it took too long. So now I think everybody that's here has heard the message. It's very straightforward. And now I've got the process down. I know how to do it. I know how to listen. And I've proven to God that I heed his warnings or his guidance, his direction. Well, a good Bible-believing follower of Jesus Christ will settle down once he's married. Of course he will. If he doesn't, then he wasn't ready to get married. No, a broken heart is the worst thing ever on Average Joe. It's brutal. Brutal. Absolutely brutal. Nothing worse. So that's why I'm happy. I'm disappointed. But you can't fall in love with somebody in 3 days and a couple conversations. So, yes, I'm disappointed, but my heart's not broken. Okay? The Lord saved me from that. So that's good. Because that's where it would have went. See, think about that. If you don't do this the way I'm advising, you're heading for a broken heart. Because if God didn't arrange it, it's not going to last. Something's going to happen and it's going to fall apart. So if God didn't arrange it, and you ignore that, keep on going anyway, the destination is Heartbreak Hotel. That's where you end up. Okay? That is where you end up. The first woman who came early in the days of this ministry, it went on 2 months. And I got my heart somewhat broken at the end of that. That one hurt. Because I'd known her 2 months. We spent every night talking. We were getting pretty close. And that one hurt. So that's because I ignored what God was telling me. Oh, yeah, loneliness is better than heartbreak. Oh, yeah. There's nothing worse than heartbreak. There's nothing worse. Okay? Nothing worse. I honestly couldn't deal with another one of those. I could not deal with another truly broken heart. If it happened again, I think it would kill me. The last time it almost did. I will never, ever forget it. I'll never forget it. No, it's not bad, Sueda, but I mean, I'm a firm believer that everybody needs some sort of fellowshipping with people. You can't just be a hermit totally, right? You can't just be a hermit and expect to be a well-balanced, healthy person. The odd person does okay with it. Most people don't. Most people don't. Right? I'm struggling with it, to be honest. I'm struggling with it. That's why I like to get out on the street, live stream, go into restaurants, get to know the people in the restaurant, talk to you guys, live stream while I'm eating my food because I hate eating alone. That's how I've been struggling through it. Right? I've been doing the best I can to keep myself going. Yeah, and that gets rough. I know, and you've expressed that to me that you're having a hard time with that. I understand. I truly do. Truly do. And if you knew what a social butterfly I was all my life, I was surrounded by people. I was a rock and roll guitarist. If you can imagine what that was like, I had people around me all the time. Everywhere I went, people wanted to be around me and wanted me to play guitar for them and invited me to their parties. And there was no shortage of people around ever. I was a very popular dude for a very long time. And I was married too. I was married twice. So for someone like me, it's very difficult to handle isolation, especially 10 years of it, which that's how long it's been. Okay. And I struggle with it. I'm not going to lie to any of you. Of course, I struggle with it. I'm trying my best to be a good servant. I know you all know that. I try to serve God the best I can. I'm trying to help people. I interact with the homeless people as much as I can, make sure they don't feel completely forgotten by the world. I help all the people who come to me for deliverance. I do the best I can. Okay, I'm trying. But I'd be lying if I said it wasn't a struggle to deal with the loneliness. Sure it is. Sure it is. I try my best. Sometimes I know I fall short, but I try my best. It's not my failures since this ministry started are not for lack of trying. I can promise you that. Oh, I know, Sharon. I nearly died too. I gotcha. I know. I know. It was so bad. I can't. I shudder inside when I think about it. How bad it was to have my heart broken like that. It was really bad. Really bad. And it changed the person I was. Right? It completely changed the person I was. And that's the other thing that the Lord told me in the beginning of this, when I started this, was that I was to be an open book. That he's gonna use me to demonstrate. Okay. To demonstrate. So don't expect any privacy and don't expect to be able to hide because you're not going to be able to. And I've been an open book ever since I started. I've been an open book with all of you guys. No, once you're an ex, you got to go your separate ways. The odd person pulls that off, but it's a bad idea. Seeking truth, you're back. Look, I sort of remember what happened the other day. Obviously, if I timed you out, I didn't like your attitude or something you were doing, and I timed you out. Know this is my live stream, and I run it the way I want. And when someone derails my conversation and irritates me, I will generally boot them for 24 hours, which is what I think I did with you. So if you're not happy with that, like I tell everybody, YouTube is full of live streams, okay? Full of them. You can go to so many different ones. If you're not happy with this one, why are you back? That's my question. If you're not happy with it, there's no need to be here. If you're coming back, that means you're saying, no, I'm good. I won't do that no more. I'm gonna just be cool while I'm here. And then you can hang out. But if you're gonna come in here and try to start an argument, I'll boot you again. Okay, I deal with thousands of people on here, and I don't have time for altercations with people. truths that principles hang on. We cry with you, pray for you, and cheer you on daily. And a lot of you do, and I appreciate it very much. Michael, it sounds like you got a great attitude. I'm very impressed. Oh, and sorry. Chris, thank you so much. Wasn't for the stream, I'd be lost. Jeffrey, I might be in isolation for 10 years, but at least I know what must be done. Right on, brother. Chris, I'll let you know this. I have used you as an example of what true faith is many times in my streams. Okay. I have told the story of the guy who God told to go to the desert. And I saw you on the screen for the first time. Looking around behind you. You're in the middle of nowhere in the desert. Like, what are you doing in the desert? Well, God told me to come here, so I did. I will never forget that. Okay, that's faith. Okay, that's faith. So you're a shining example of what faith is. And he stayed there for months. You might be going back. He stayed there for months, all by himself. Walked away from everything and just, the Lord wants me to isolate in the desert. So I think I'll do that. I mean, impressed. Very impressed. I'll never forget when he came on the screen and he's smiling away and he's like, man, it's so nice to meet you. And your videos helped me so much. And like, where are you at? He said, oh, I'm in the desert. I'm in the middle of nowhere. It was his attitude. I couldn't believe it. Couldn't believe it. So you're an inspiration to me, Chris, to be quite honest. You have been since I've known you. That doesn't go unnoticed. You're an example for other people. Okay. You're an example for me. Sometimes I get weary and exhausted and yeah, and check out his channel, guys. You want to see something authentic, go to Chris's channel. Here it is. A lot of you already have. He's got near 100 subscribers now, getting close. Excuse me. See if we can get him up to 100 subscribers. That would be great. You won't be disappointed. Yes. Well, it wasn't really in his truck, I don't think. It was like a sort of a little camper thing or something, but a little shelter. And yeah, lived back there for, I don't even know how long. He was back there quite a while because it's months since I met him. So he's been back there a while, or was back there a while. Well, interesting to find that out, Cameron, but it shouldn't really affect you any. Shouldn't affect you. I mean, unless they got you in their sights because of some reason, right? I don't know, but oh, the dating apps. There's another thing, folks. For those, this is another very important thing to bring up. Thank you, Michael, for bringing this up. If you're waiting on a spouse, the Lord is not going to bring you your spouse on a dating app. Okay? He's not. He's not. He's not. Do not resort to dating apps. Ignore dating apps. Run from them as fast as you can. They are terrible. They are terrible. You're going to get scammed. You're in danger, actually. Dating apps are dangerous. Literally dangerous. So I can't stress enough, Stay away from those. Oh, well, I mean, look what happened with the it's called Christian Mingle. And I thought, okay, at least a Christian dating site might be all right. Now, could you find a Christian person on there? Well, yeah, there's lots of actual Christians on there, of course. So I suppose, in theory, it could work. But the thing that turned me off of it was they had a big sale. Okay. And I took video of the screen and put it in a video that I made to show everybody their sale was $6.66 a month. Okay. They had a sale where the membership was $6.66 per month. I'm not kidding. I showed it right on the screen. 3 6s. 3 6s. Come and join Christian Mingle for a limited time for $6.66 a month. Like, what? You got to be kidding me. You got to be kidding me. I mean, you couldn't be more blatant that you're actually the devil. And he wanted to show himself, obviously. Oh, yeah, I'm telling you. I promise you that's true. It was $6.66 a month. So stay away from Christian Mingle. Stay away from Christian Mingle. No, of course I'm not married. I've been looking for my spouse, just like a lot of other people are. Been praying for that for a very long time. 4 have come that were not the one. That's the point of this stream, is to tell everybody, if you meet somebody, go to God and ask if this is the one. And he will tell you quickly if it is or not. Okay. That's the whole point of this stream. It was fine if I didn't want a spouse or to get married. Of course, that's fine, little pure water. No one has to get married. There's no mandatory marriage in this world. Definitely not. That is up to the person and up to God if he's going to allow it to happen. No, God's cue ball, live streaming is not profitable at all. I mean, I get some donations here and there, but YouTube takes most of it. And videos aren't very profitable either. The only money that really keeps me going is what comes through PayPal. People send PayPal donations. If not for that, Mr. Buzz would not survive. YouTube doesn't pay me squat. So very, very little from YouTube. My videos only get, I had a few that got 60,000 views, 150,000. Got a few that way. For the most part, I'm lucky if I get 2,000 or 3,000 views on a video, which means you make $3. You make about $3 on a video like that. So YouTube is definitely not very profitable for me. It is for some people because they do. Nope, this is all I do. People that do all the stuff. Yeah, you need about 200,000 views, and then you'll make a little money. Hello, Norma Jean. How you doing? There you go, Norma Jean. I'm still a single man after all is said and done. Looked like I wasn't going to be, but no, still a single man. So me and you can still have pizza together sometime. Just like the dream that you had. Or maybe it wasn't pizza, but you said we're in a restaurant, so. Maybe you're the one, Norma Jean. Who knows? I've eaten a lot of pizza in the last couple of weeks. Probably going to take a little break from pizza. Oh, yeah, you can stay single if you want. You don't have to have a wife. You don't have to. But for most men and women, being alone your whole life is not fun, right? It's lonely. Most people are not okay with that. God made us to be joined with somebody, to become one flesh. That's the way God made us. He didn't. Did I ever draw a lot? I don't draw at all. I do not draw, period. The only I started yesterday, Maverick. I did get on that. The only creative talent I have is musical, and well, I used to do comedy too, but I cannot draw anything. Yeah, well, the Lord said no, Norma Jean. The Lord said no. He gave me a dream last night. That's the point of this live stream, is to tell everybody when you meet somebody new, go right to the Lord immediately and ask, is this the one? And he will tell you. And he did. And he said, mm-mm. He said, no. You think so? You think so what? Maybe Baby Jeff did in the past. No, Jeff's never been an artist. Never been one to be able to draw. Can't draw to save my life. Faith in him, he will bring your spouse. If you're to have one. Maybe you're not. Maybe you're not. But when you meet somebody, this is what I can't stress it enough, guys. Take it to God. Take it to God. He knows the one he's got for you. Reality coffee, whatever that is, no idea. Take it to God and he will tell you. I can't draw a little pure water. I'm terrible at it. It's not a skill the Lord gave me. I've tried, but I'm no good at it. Well, if everybody did that, red letter, how long would the species last? Okay. How long would the species last? Doodle. I don't doodle because I'm so terrible at it. I'm really no good at it, so I don't bother. I stick to things I can do. Right? I stick to music because that's what I'm made for. 66, never feel lonely anymore. It's the work of Holy Spirit in my life. Understand it's not the same for everyone. No, it's not. Can't say it's better for everybody to be single. Human race would die off in no time. Okay, we'd last a couple generations, we'd be gone. Hope I'm not rejected. Well, I've never even met you, Norma Jean. So I haven't rejected you. I haven't met you. I've only met your text. Right? Your text looks just fine, but I don't know you. So I've not rejected you. I know you're from Nova Scotia. That's a selling feature. Paul said that because people don't do their homework first and get problems. The main thing is letting God make the choice. Okay, if God doesn't make the choice for you to be with somebody, then you shouldn't even be considering it. You have to ask God, is that the person you want me to be with? If he says yes, you're good to go. If he says no, end the thought right away and go the other direction. That's the point of this. And I've got that down pat now because I've done it 3 times in a row. I've done it 3 times in a row. So the Lord can see I'm being obedient. Well, Americans, that's a big blanket statement. Americans, there's a lot of different people in America with a lot of different priorities and a lot of different ways of thought. So I think you're blanketing something you can't really blanket. There you go. I'll come hang with you, Chris. We'll go and live in the desert. Sit by a fire and play guitar all the time. Generally speaking, idolizing things more than family. Well, you can't really, like I say, blanket saying Americans do this, Americans do that. There's a lot of people in the United States of America, and they're all different, right? Some are very devout family people. Some are very devout Christians. Some are Satanists. Some are murderers. Some are PDF files. Some are thieves. Some are athletes. There's a whole bunch of different people. You can't, I don't know how you can, it's like a 50s place. Well, it sounds like Tommy's. Tommy's is a 50s place. So you'll have to get on a plane and come and visit me, Norma Jean, and I'll take you to Tommy's. And I'll buy you fish and chips. And we'll ask the Lord if we're supposed to be together. You never know. Maybe you're the one. Who knows? One thing I've learned is the Lord's going to tell me pretty quick when I ask the question. And that's what I'm hoping all of you do too. This is where it's really important not to lean on your own understanding. Because your own understanding is going to get it wrong. Okay, you're going to want something to be true, and it's not. The only one who knows the answer is the good Lord above. That's the only one who can tell you. So take it to him and obey whatever he says. That's the whole point of this. And if everybody takes that message and follows it, then this was an hour well spent. My Bible is stale. There you go. I need to do that too. I haven't been the greatest in that respect either. Put in the app for Mr. Buzzkemp because I love to eat meat and God would make me submit to him. No, I'm to be my wife is not, it's not mandatory that you don't eat meat. I would even cook steaks for my wife. No problem. I think others refuse to get married due to the amount of they consumed, so they're ashamed. Well, yes, you can pray for anybody who's watching pornography that they see the light, because they're doing themselves extreme damage by watching that stuff, and they're going to bring on some bad demonic things upon themselves. So I would absolutely take a carnivorous wife. That's not a problem. 200 miles from you, not an airplane. Wow. Norma Jean, you're only 200 miles away? Wow, that's like 2.5 hours and you'd be here. Well, come on. It's a free meal for you at Tommy's. All you got to do is email me. I said we should meet. I said that a long time ago, and I never got to meet you yet. So I'm willing to get back on the horse and try again. But if the Lord puts the kibosh to it again, then it's no good. I don't know who the one is that he has for me, or if he even has somebody for me. He did tell me he was going to let me get married again about a year ago. He told me that. So I took that to mean there's one coming eventually. So I keep trying. I keep meeting them. See if I like them. If I do, I go to God and I ask. And so far, he said no every time. So I think that's it. That's kibosh. Yep. Well, this time it was in a dream, but sometimes it's through my cat. It just depends. That wasn't the devil masquerading as the Lord, Cully. If it was a bad relationship, the devil would want me to have it. Well, I'll buy you a hamburger. They have excellent hamburgers there, apparently. I would buy you all the hamburgers your heart desires. No problem at all. And I would eat fish and chips while you ate your hamburger. So we would have a nice meal at Tommy's, and then I would take you down to Mocha Paradise and introduce you to Sheldon and buy you a mocha or whatever drink you want. So I mean, it's a pretty good deal. It's all on me. Wouldn't cost you a penny. I'll even hook you up for your gas to get here. Your channel, man. I watch your old videos. Have helped me a lot. Thank you. Right on. Thank you, Cameron. Greatly appreciate that. Balzac's is okay. Yeah, it's okay. It's not bad. I prefer Sheldon's place, but the ministry he gave you and knows what will work. Yep. Yeah, I think the name, the word Balzac is actually a person's last name. But I think I know what you're thinking with that name, but I'm pretty sure it's a person's last name. The coffee is good, and they have all kinds of flavors that like to put in the coffee and stuff. It's pretty good. It's actually cheaper than Sheldon's place. Sheldon's is very expensive. Sheldon's is really upper level, very expensive. I just go there because I like him, and his products are good too. Yes, I'm sure it would be a great date, but I haven't even met her yet. So, I mean, we can't even go on a date till we meet. So, I'm not going to make a date with somebody I haven't even seen face to face. That's not going to happen. Yes, God speaks through numbers, definitely. I don't know how to interpret them, but he does, for sure. Okay, folks, I have to go and feed the furry ones now. Time to get them some breakfast, starting with Mr. Jacob. Oh, I'm a romantic too, Norma Jean. Very much. Very much. All you got to do is email me. If you don't want to, that's fine too. But if you want to, I'm open to a meeting. I have no trouble meeting somebody. We'll have a good chat, if nothing else. So, ball's in your court. I'll leave it up to you. And I will see you all later on in the day. I'm not sure exactly when. I have one call later on, another one canceled. So I do have one this afternoon. And I'll probably see you after that at some point, I guess. Thank you all for being here. Oh, well then we will have to fly you here. Excuse me. All right, everybody. Thank you for hanging out. I'll see you soon. Remember that Jesus Christ is the way, the truth, and the life.